Okay, in this video, I'm putting together a series of videos. This is the first one. I've been asked to create video for Template Hub, which is what this is. This is Template Hub, the photo booth template designer. Okay, I have created this to make it easy for photo booth companies to create their own templates, to offer templates out to the customers so they can choose, and various other things. All right, I've used Canva for years. I've used Photoshop for years. And the thing with Canva is, as good as Canva is, it is quite restrictive on the photo transparency for photo booths, which is a big thing. If you're doing your templates right, you need transparency on your photos. Template Hub will give you that instantly. Okay, so in these videos, this is the first one. In this one, it's going to be showing you how to create a photo booth template from scratch and how easy it is. The next video I will show you the ready-made templates, so we're not even going to talk about that now. So first thing you need to do is come in. Once you're logged in, you will see this screen here. It'll be exactly the same. The only difference being you won't see admin panel, you will see your subscription status. It'll tell you when your subscription expires. Now, the first thing you need to do is check your template size. So if we're going to do a landscape one, then obviously it's that one. If you're going to do a portrait, that one. Strips, that one. Custom size, you can set this for 360, so 1080 1920. Apply that, it would change that size there. And if you want to do start screens, you can put the size of your start screen, your screen in there, which I always use 1536 times 2048 for my iPads, and that doesn't matter what iPad size I use, it works. So we're going to, for this video, we're going to do a landscape template. So the first thing I'm going to do is my background image. Now, you can upload your own images if you wish, or you can choose from the library. Now, with the background images, don't worry about they're not categorized. So just leave it on all categories, and then just scroll down, and you'll see there is a good selection. I'll just very quickly scroll down them all so you can see there's a good selection of backgrounds in there that you can use to get you going. Like I say, if you don't like any of them, you can always add your own. Alright, so we'll go with that one for the purpose of this video. Now, I don't know if you can see it there, but in fact, let me just choose a different one, a little bit darker, so you can see the grid lines a bit better. Let's go up here. Let's go with that one. So you can see the squares on there. They are your grid lines. Now, they are really handy when you are adding your photo areas, and I'll explain why now. So I'm going to add my first photo area. That puts a rectangle on screen. I'm going to resize it. So I want a rectangle in portrait. So I'm going to use this for the selfie mirror. I'm going to scroll it down a little bit, and then we've got the photo area properties. So I can put a stroke around it. Okay, and just change the width of that, change the color of it. So what I like to do is choose a color within the template, within the background, or some of the elements that you may put on there. So we'll go with that one. And then the other thing you can do, keep it highlighted. You can round the corners if you want to. So you can, I something like that. So I keep it anything between 35 and 40 usually. So that, for me, that's a good rounded area. All right. Now you can, if you wanted to go full hit on it, that's the sort of thing. Oh, that's the stroke. Sorry. So we go with this. Get the stroke back down to about there. So the rounded corners, you can go to something like that, but like I say, I tend to keep it around about the 35 to 40, somewhere around there. Okay, so we've got our first photo area in. Next thing we want to do is add more photo areas. So you can create a new one, or you can simply, if you're going to all be the same size, just duplicate, highlight it first, duplicate it, and then duplicate again, and then just drag it to where you want them. Now what you will see here is I've got a square to the left and a square to the right, but we've got all this space here, so I can actually make them a little bit bigger. And there's two ways you can do this. You can do each one individually by clicking and dragging like that, and then that would make three the same size. Now the other way you could do it, so if I just delete them areas, delete photo, it will only let you delete, it won't let you delete the last photo area. So the other way you can do it, highlight it, duplicate like we did before, but this time they'll be obviously at the new size, and then just make the distances between. Now as you can see, they are snapping to the grid. So when I'm moving it, it will keep it to the square. So that will allow you to get them at the right levels, the right distances between them, so it all looks nice and neat for your template. If you wanted to do your own little styling on it, maybe you want something like this, then you could turn Snap to Grid off. I mean, you could keep it on again, but you could turn it off and it'll allow you to move stuff around more freely, so you can place stuff wherever you want. Personally, for the photo areas, depending on the template I'm doing, I would keep Snap to Grid switched on, and then that's good to go. Next thing up, I am going to add some images. Now, I'm going to turn Snap to Grid off for this, and the reason for that is because it allows me to move stuff wherever I want without actually snapping into the grid. I'm going to use image from the library. Again, if there's none in there that you like, you can always upload your own. If you are uploading your own, make sure they are transparent PNG files. We're going to go with something birthday, I think. No, in fact, I'm going to go with balloons. And let's have a look. Give them a second to load up. My computer's running very slow today. There we go. So we'll go with that one. Go with the champagne bottle there. So stick that up there. Remember, Snap to Grid's off, so it is allowing me to move it freely. And then I'm going to choose, make sure it's not highlighted. If you're going to choose another image, make sure it's not highlighted, because it'll just overwrite it if it is highlighted. Add decoration image again. So we got the champagne bottle, so we might as well have a champagne glass on there as well. Okay. So that's good to go. Next thing I'm going to do is add some text. Now, when you click add text, the default color of the text is black. You can type in this box here, or if you're on a computer, if you just start typing, it will automatically start typing. You'll see the changes. So we'll go for Martin's 50th birthday. Okay, so we've got that in there. I'm going to drag it down there. I'm going to change the color now. So again, what I like to do is use colours within the actual template or some of the images, just to keep it kind of, that's not dark, that's because it's on a dark background, that's not quite light enough, so we'll go change it a little bit more. Now with the colours, you can use the eyedropper, or you can just use the slider and drag it around. I'm now going to resize it. There's various ways you can resize. You can use the slider, as you can see on the left hand side there. You can use the up and down arrows there. You can grab the corners, or if you're on a mobile device, you should be able to pinch to resize. Okay, so that's the sizing done. Next up, we're going to change the fonts. So I'm going to go with Lobster 2. Yeah, that's not too bad. Just increase the size a little bit now. And then we'll just drag that down there. And the other thing I've recently added is the outline. So you can add outline to your text. So again, you can change the color of this. Let's go with something like that maybe. So that it kind of makes it stand out a little bit. Where's gone the outline? And then you can just adjust the width on it, so that makes it a little bit bigger. And then you got the shadow as well. So again, with the shadow, you can change the color. And again, I'll go with something like that, maybe a bit darker. So my aim here is to make it kind of 3D, and then you can change the offset. So you can change the blur. You can't really see what he's doing here. Well, I can't on this screen. This screen's quite dark, but it is actually putting an outline around it. So a shadow around it, sorry. So I'm not going to spend too much time on it. So there you go. I'm happy enough with that, I think. So that's Martin's 50th birthday. We've got the champagne on there. We've got the 3 photo areas. Now, one thing I would advise you to do is when you create a template, save it. And I'll tell you for why. So we'll go Martin on there. So save your template. Then export your template, which is there. Save that. And I'll just quickly open it so you can see it. So that is the template we've just created. We've got 3 transparent photo areas. We've got the text. We've got the champagne bottle, champagne glass. His name on there. It's all ready to send, ready to go. So if you are creating something from scratch, the chances are you may want to show it to your customers. So if you have saved it, what that saving does, it saves it onto the system. So you would send the exported template to your customer and say, are you happy with that? And they may say, yes, that looks great, or no, I don't like the champagne on the right hand side, whatever, and you can make changes. When you close Template Hub, if you haven't saved it, you're going to have to create it again from scratch. So let's just say I had closed it. I've reopened it up. I didn't save it. But if you did save it, you just click on load. That will load it up again, and then you can make any changes, which is extremely handy if you make a mistake at an event. And we've all made mistakes. We're all human. People make mistakes all the time. So it turns out that Martin isn't 50. Martin is actually 21, and he would have been very upset if we'd have turned up because we were saying he was 50. So Martin's 21st birthday. We can now. I'm at an event. I've realised a mistake. I've made the change. I've logged in on my iPad, on my mirror computer, whatever. Made the change. Exported the template. Loaded it back in again. Job's a good one. And the day is saved. We can carry on doing the event without any worries of bad reviews and things like that. So that is Template Hub, how to create a template from scratch. I've done that. It's took me a little while to do that because I've been explaining things as I've gone. I've actually created a template similar to this in under a minute. You can do it in no time at all, and the more you play with it, the quicker you're going to get at it. There is a demo on the website. Try the demo. You can do all this. The only thing is when you export it, there'll be a watermark, but give it a go. When things like this come out, people are reluctant to try it because they're so used to Canva, they're so used to Photoshop. Try it. That's all I will say. Try it. The people that have tried it and those that have signed up to it are loving it. I've had several people already renewed their membership for an extra month. There's two different types of membership, the standard and premium. The standard one will give you everything I have just shown you there. The premium one I'm going to touch on in the next video. That will allow you to embed a code on your website where your customers can choose a template, or if you've not got a website, you can send them a link where they can choose a template, and it will give you access to many ready-made templates as well as what you've just seen me do in this video. Finishing this one here now. Thanks for watching. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask. Do take care, and hopefully I'll see you, or hopefully you'll catch me on the next video. Thanks for watching.